Today's horoscope, Sagittarius March 14, 2022. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money, and compatibility with other signs. The sun puts a spotlight on problems operating under the surface of things today, making it a good time for getting in touch with your inner needs. It's not ideal conditions for commitments or realistic planning. However, it's an excellent day for making the extra time to rest or reflect, or at least acknowledge your need for more inspiration. In fact, living arrangements and conditions might be overdue for a boost or enhancement. You might uncover surprising feelings and desires. Now is the time to get in touch with your spiritual heart. You're also in good shape for forgiving someone, including yourself, if resentments or guilt have been weighing you down. The moon moves into harmony with your sign, giving you a subtle energy boost. You can feel as if there are fewer hurdles to clear as you pursue your goals. Your love horoscope. With the moon glimmering through sentimental Cancer and your 8th house of sex, shared resources, and intimate unions, you're more inclined to seek emotional closeness and soul-to-soul connections, but at what cost? The most important thing for you to do is own up to your self-worth. Then again, for some of you, this could be the other way around in that you're being stingy with your time, energy, and emotions. Either way, the moon's direct opposition to transformative Pluto is challenging your sense of stability and the foundation of your relationships simultaneously. Your career horoscope. It may be a somewhat restless day. You have a lot to do, but figuring out where to start could be challenging since the Sun conjuncts Neptune in mutable Pisces. Your sign squares the conjunction, creating immense idealism. So, you may have some issues with staying on task or focusing on one thing at a time. Luckily, you can use the abundance of mutable energy to fluidly tackle each obstacle and task as it comes up. The conjunction could help you spread yourself out to work on a few things at once. Your finance horoscope. Before leaving your financial sector today, the moon will clash with Pluto in your income sector, something that has happened every 4 weeks since the planet of change and revolution returned in 2008. This might create some financial tension, but this is a fleeting, familiar, but also scaled-back version than recent months. With both well-resourced, it won't take much to turn this into motivation on both sides of the financial fence. Social life today. You will have to put up with unpleasantness in your private life, being asked repeatedly to take a stance on awkward conflicts. Some decisions may be taken that cause you great pain. Try to see this phase as a chance for inner growth. If you find the right way of doing things, you will be successful. Your dating horoscope. You could be itching to get far, far away. Head for a sunny beach, or just have some friends over and pretend you're on vacation. Flirting tips. Constantly tempted to seek pleasure for yourself, you don't even consider the thought of sharing intimate moments with another. If this is the way you feel, your attitude may satisfy you in the short term, but you notice something is missing, you're disenchanted. Practice self-restraint, reflect on your conduct. Lucky numbers 1, 17, 25, 33, 40. Your well-being horoscope. In order to be an active thinker, it helps to keep an active body, especially for a sign which tends to get bogged down by the inequalities of everyday life. Try thinking of exercise as something the body deserves. When your mind wants to talk you out of it or wants to convince you that procrastination is okay, remember that the body can be ignored by the mind up to a point, and you must be the champion of the silent and oppressed. It's only fair. Your daily numeroscope. Be sure to make a list of everything you want to see accomplished today. When a vibration is in the air like it is now, you'll find you have more energy than you know what to do with. If you get at it and channel yourself into your chores, they'll be done in no time. Then you can make some plans to go out and enjoy yourself with a few friends. You're sure to have enough steam left over to go a few rounds of ball if you want to. Daily Planetary Overview. The Sun and Neptune connect in Pisces this morning, causing confusing emotions and thoughts. Try to do a grounding activity to center yourself at that time. The dreaded Moon-Pluto opposition also takes place this morning, which means most of us could experience some major mood swings. And because we can all be easily manipulated during this transit, we are far more likely to want to, and succeed at, pushing each other's buttons. There could be a looming sense of hopelessness, and whatever we're feeling insecure about could be magnified, so don't be surprised if you're acting unusually jealous or sensitive too. The moon moves into sociable Leo this afternoon, so hopefully we can at least put on a great show if we're feeling less than grounded at that time. That's because it's likely that we'll be in a bad mood for the rest of the night. Talking before you think, assuming things, jumping to conclusions, they're all possible, and not in a good way. You're likely to not only have a short fuse, but also be very aggressive about it. This is not a great time for business deals, and relationships could suffer during this period. Sky for today. In the early morning, the Sun and Neptune align in Pisces. This once-a-year transit dissolves the ego, helping us to connect with our mystical nature. This influence can be healing if our hearts have hardened to others, or if we have sacrificed our softness in the belief that we must always be strong and resilient. However, this aspect also distorts boundaries that may be legitimately erected to keep those at bay who would exploit our generosity and kindness. We can fall victim to guru types who claim to have the answers now, particularly those whose spiritual guise makes them appear harmless. This signature factors into the upcoming Virgo full moon, so seek to be compassionate as well as discerning in your relationships. Chase your dreams, embrace your inner magic, and exercise your creativity. After sunup, Cancer moon opposes Pluto in Capricorn, stimulating intense emotions. We can be compelled to act manipulatively, a subconscious response to feeling powerless. Our judgment is not fundamentally sound now, so we should avoid placing ourselves in dangerous situations or entertaining toxic relationships just to prove we can handle them. The moon then enters a void period lasting until the early afternoon. Delay confrontations and even settling disagreements until after the moon ingresses into a new sign.